Hi there guys, in this video we're just going to go through the rule of 72. And this is basically just a vehicle to understand how long it takes you in order to double your money. And it's a financial vehicle used by people to just estimate the time of how long it will take. Obviously it's not 100% accurate, just because in the real life scenario you're not going to get a fixed interest every single year. But it gives you a rough understanding of how it works. So let's get right into it. So let's begin with year 1 here. Let's go all the way to year 20, right? And rule of 72 basically means that we can use the number 72 and divide it by the interest rate that we're going to be using annually in order to calculate how long it's going to take us to double our money. So let's keep things super simple. Let's divide it by 10. So there's 10% interest here. Okay. So what we get is 7.2. There's going to be the years that's going to require to double money. Right. So how do we put this to the actual test? Now let's say if we're gaining 10% interest here, and we're starting off with $1,000. Alright, nice, simple. This is our initial investment. We're just gonna invest it in and not even worry about it whatsoever and just forget about it. Okay? So in year 1, we're gonna get the $1,000 times by 1.1, which is your 10% from here. Let's see what we get. So in year 1, we've gained an additional 10%, which is $100, right? No need to do another extra math to complicate things. Now, hopefully, if the rule of 72 does work, then it's telling us that in 7.2 years, we should be able to double $1,000. So year 1, 1,100. Now, hopefully, when we get to in between year 7 and year 8, this should be doubled. Let's have a look. Yep, so you can see right here. Let's just change this to our currency. Make things a little bit simpler for ourselves. Right, 1,000. Rule of 72 tells us 7.2 years to double money. And between year 7 and year 8, we can see that in year 7 we already got to 1948. And in between the two, you will find that it is doubled. And I'm not going to go into the actual year itself, just because that's going to complicate things a little bit more. Now, let's do one more example, just to clear our heads up. This 10% is not fully realistic. Let's say if you were to invest in the stock market, SP 500, and we'll look at a historical interest rate of 7%. Which is a pretty standard percentage, depending on who you ask, but 7% seems to be where most people agree with the most. It's telling us it's going to take us 10.2 years. Alright, let's go back to our example here to put this to test. So we're going to do $1,000 again. And let's do our little bracket times by 1.7% this time, okay? So 1.7 equals 7% interest. And rule of 72 tells us 10.2 years. So let's go to year 11. So this should fall between year 10 and 11. 1,000, year 10 and year 11. And we can see that it does fall right in play. Let's do a final one just to put it to test. And I want to do a round number so it's nice and easy. 8. Rule of 72, if we have 8% interest annually. Oh, what did I do? So 8. Then it's telling us it takes 9 years. 9 years to double money. $1,000. And brackets times by 1.08 this time. Right? Now this should fall exactly on 9 years. So presuming the rule of 72 works, by year 9, this should be almost exactly 2000. And we can see that we're missing by $1. So we can pretty much accurately say that it's a really reasonable sum and a really reasonable rule to estimate how long it's going to take us to double our money. And there you go. Thanks a lot for watching. See you next time.